Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymax, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
Well, hello everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday once again. Myself and Jamie. How's it going, Jamie?
It's actually going really well.
Nice.
I didn't just say fine or okay.
Yeah.
So it's really going pretty good.
Cool. Been a little hectic here today, but hey, what Wednesday isn't hectic for me, you know?
It wouldn't be Wednesday without it.
Exactly. I think I managed to get everything loaded, and all is well in the world. All good people are asleep and dreaming.
That makes me think of a song.
Yep. Is Ariana likes your hat?
Why, thank you. This is my modern witch hat. It has a little nub.
I'll see you with my nub.
My little nub. I can't remember the meaning, and it's so bad because I should, and I used to. The meaning for why witch hats are pointy and what this is for.
Huh.
And it just slipped my mind.
Yeah, everything's been slipping my mind lately. I think I still have COVID brain.
Oh, yeah.
COVID fog brain.
I hear the fog stays for a while.
Yeah. What's really freaking me out, though, what I told you is my freaking hair's falling out. Like, a lot of hair's falling out. Like, I'm going to be bald.
There was a gal from the Housewives that each day she's, clearing her brush.
Yeah.
And then she'll just brush through, and she's showing every single day since she was sick how much hair is like actually coming out.
Yeah. I could have made like 4 wigs by now. It's ridiculous. I took a shower this afternoon. I brushed my hair before I got in the shower. Handful of hair. Got in the shower, washed my hair, got out, brushed it out again. Another handful of hair. It's like, what the hell is going on? I can feel how thin my hair is now. Hopefully it keeps growing. I don't know. I don't know if it's I'm taking all these vitamins or something. I don't know if that's causing it or if the COVID shit was causing it or what, but it's starting to freak me out a little bit. But hey, my hair starts falling out, I go bald, I'll just shave my head, get a tattoo on my head, you know.
Or you could, I don't know how it
Really
works to donate.
Yeah, I've done that 4 times.
Cut it and donated it.
Yeah. Yeah, just show up one day and I have a total buzz head. Yeah, I've done it 4 times. Always grows back really good. This time I'm a little worried.
I've been looking up like concoctions and recipes, and my aunt Redkin, like hairdresser for a long time. She always has these ideas, but this is like a different entity than just, thinning hair.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to look at different sites to see like what's starting to work for some people, because some people are making these different mixtures of stuff and then like showing like what type of growth is coming back.
Yeah.
Because we don't want you to lose your luscious locks.
Hey man, I'll
But you're handsome with them, and you will be just as handsome without.
hey, I might look
If
like
it comes to
Uncle Fester,
that.
but I'll rock it, you know.
You'll definitely rock it.
Yeah. The beard still grows, so it's not falling out. I was pulling on it. I'm like, nope, it's not coming out. Just like the hair on my head. Like,
Hair is hair, I like long hair. I like no hair. I don't have preferences on things. I personally am somebody that like things. I've always liked long hair. I also really like bald, just bald, no hair.
yeah.
I like the salt and pepper.
Oh, I got that happening. Have I tried biotin? No, I haven't tried anything really. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's making my hair fall out. Maybe I've just reached that age, Who knows? I think it's the freaking COVID though. Because remember, my hair got really weird during that. It got like stiff and springy and like straw.
And the color.
Yeah. Yeah, can't see it here, but I got these big gray streaks happening now. I'm getting old with the COVID, Oh, well, it's just hair, right? Who gives a damn?
Yep. It's hair.
It's hair in there.
It's hair in there. If you go bald, I'll shave my head with you.
There you go. Just, I'll get a hair tattoo.
Or just get a badass tattoo.
Yeah.
Ooh, a snake wrapped around your head. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like Medusa.
I've been looking for somebody to do a snake. I've posted some tattoos.
That one photo, I had to do double take. I could tell the lines, but that really looked like a snake.
Yeah, that one's pretty awesome. Yeah, I went to one place and they were like, yeah, probably, just hire me for the day. It'd be like $1,000. And I'm like, okay, that's a little out of my range right now. And my buddy was like, oh, don't go there, man. They're too expensive. Go to this place. So I went to another place and they were like, the girl's artwork was phenomenal, and you pay for what you get and a lot of that stuff. But yeah, she quoted me $1,200 and I'm like, damn. Maybe I need to start tattooing.
You would be an excellent tattoo artist. I bet you would learn very fast. And I already know you've got a steady hand because of the work that you do.
Yeah. My old eyes are going bad though.
But you got your glasses and your shoes and your glasses.
My shoes. Stepping on piss clams.
Put on.
Saul Rosenberg. Well, anyway.
What do we got on?
This. I don't have an article on this. And it could be total hoaxery. It could be total bull shizzle. But it's pretty freaking weird. I will say that. I can't make it too big, but this video was on TikTok. Maybe y'all done seen this one, but it's pretty weird. It's drone footage of a forest area, and there's something happening in the trees. And let me see if I can get the old share screen cranked up. Yeah. Have you seen this one yet, Jamie? Drone catches something powerful trying to tear down massive trees in Tennessee. Yeah. Check this out. This is weird. Like I say, it could just be total fakery going on here. But if it's in fact real, it's pretty freaking weird. And it looks like something runs across right now. I'm going to play this again. Pretty freaking weird. Don't stall that on me.
Now I can watch it on my computer on the delay. Okay, that's not a bear and that's not a person.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen bears do that, and it started shaking. At first, I thought maybe there's two, but it was the power of the tree going one way and making the other one sway. I've seen bears do things like that.
Yeah. There's not a person
back and forth like that, unless the bear was trying to get something out of the tree.
Yeah.
Like someone.
Yeah, like Mike says, Sasquatch wants Christmas tree.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's computer generated. I went to this guy's.
Or is there a helicopter? Could a helicopter have been landing?
I think it would have affected more than just one or two trees there, But I went to this guy's TikTok, The Weird Shelf, and he's got a bunch of videos of weird stuff. But I didn't find anything this weird, but it could be total fakery.
Is he someone that posts these types of things for views? Like, does he have different types of weird stuff that he's just trying to get views on?
Maybe so. Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of weird stuff. He uses pretty much the same sound for every video.
And then, did you look at the comments?
No, I didn't go through them, but I watched the video like 10 times in a row.
All right, one more time.
All right, one more time. Let me see. Does it go full screen if I do this? Or no? Does it just mess up?
Because it did look like the trees were moving in unison, so. What ran off after that? What runs off like when it's all done and it looks like something's like skittering away? What
Yeah.
is that?
I did see a couple of the comments, and one of them was like, "Did I just see a tree run away?"
Yeah, that's what I was just
That's what it
thinking.
looks like.
Because I'm like, okay, I don't see where it looks like CGI for, and I'm looking at shadows. I'm looking at a lot. It seems pretty real, except something's weird about the way it's blowing up in a spot. Like the way the tree's going down from up
Yeah.
looked weird, considering the rest was like going like this. And then it's all moving, but you don't really see anything
Yeah.
like running around, but you see the movement almost like it's like a a ghost or so whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
And then something I keep catching looks like it's running off.
Ghost of Bigfoot.
Like, was that Sasquatch running off, or was that a
know.
tree?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, something you can see it like go through the other part of the wood to the left. You see it go through the woods there.
Were they doing interpretive dance like trees out there?
Exactly. Yeah, it was weird. I mean, if it's a fake video, it's a pretty damn good one. Got me faked. I've watched it I don't know how many times trying to figure out what's going on, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh, and he calls this thing the weird shelf. I'm screenshotting this right quick because I'm going to check this out later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Definitely a weird one. I saw that and I was like, what? Wait, what? Huh? What? Let me watch that again. And I watched it again. I'm like, okay, I got to watch that again. And I'm like, I'm looking for something, and you see when it kind of pans out, the drone kind of pans out. You see, I'm assuming it's the guy's car or whatever, down over to the right there. The only weird thing is, why would, I can see putting a drone up, and going over the woods, just looking for whatever, and maybe he caught that. But at the same time, it was like, it's always a little fishy when and
he didn't zoom in, like drop down more.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying, was like, thanks for not dropping down, dickweed.
Yeah. Like, what were you scared of, bro?
Yeah. So, yeah, it could be total shenanigans.
It's probably some sort of BS, but I don't know. It's fun BS.
Yep.
Okay. So
whatever was moving them trees was doing it pretty intensely for sure.
Pretty aggressive. What do I got?
Yeah, like I have a couple of drones and I have insurance on them, like if I crash them or whatever, I can get a replacement. I can see that, what happened to your drone? Bigfoot ate it. Excuse me. Run that by me one more time.
Bigfoot was intimidated by it and crammed it somewhere I could not retrieve.
Bigfoot ate my drone.
So last week in chat, Christina and a few of us were talking about Ozzy Osbourne and some of the things he has done in the past regarding bats. And I happened to see this article and it made me laugh. So I thought I would include it. Ozzy Osbourne says Satan kept him from getting COVID-19. So maybe that's one of the perks of selling your soul to the devil. Okay, I don't want the article. I want my screenshot. Ozzy Osbourne gave a shout out to a special someone down below for keeping him safe from COVID-19. In a recent statement shared with Metal Hammer, the Prince of Darkness cheekily credited his lifelong devotion to the almighty Satan for preventing him from catching the virus, while members of his family weren't as lucky. My wife had the virus. My daughter had the virus and I never got it, Osborne said. Being a devil worshiper does have its good points. The 72-year-old has been dealing with a lot of other health issues over the last few years: Parkinson's, a broken neck, a nasty bout of pneumonia, and members of his immediate family battled COVID. So it honestly does seem like the divine intervention, perhaps of the Luciferian variety, may have played a part in preventing the virus from becoming another episode in Osborne's streak of awful luck. So they're going to give him all this other stuff, but say, all right, we gave you enough, we'll skip the COVID. Fortunately, the pandemic has actually been a fruitful time for the Great Oz. At least I can't talk. Creatively speaking, his follow-up album to 2020's Ordinary Man is already well underway, and he announced earlier this month that Black Sabbath guitarist Tony, longtime collaborator Zakk Wylde, rock pioneer Eric Clapton, and jazz fusion virtuoso Jeff Beck all make guest appearances on the still untitled 13th opus. Here's to hoping that Satan, the good spirits of heavy metal, and modern medicine continue to keep Osborne healthy so he can continue hell-raising long into his golden years.
Yeah, like Mike and Zach said, he's been eating bats since before it was fashionable, so he's probably got the antibodies already.
If there's an award for comment of the night.
Yep. Yeah, all the stuff Ozzy's done and been through and done and been through and done again and been through again. Snorting ants, licking up pee,
Did he snort ants?
Yeah. Yep.
I loved him, and I even let the bat go, but even as a child, when I heard, and I don't want to talk much about it, but the puppy incident really made it hard because I grew up on AC/DC. I grew up with the 8 tracks from my dad. I didn't listen to Disney. I had Fisher Price with recorded AC/DC and Van Halen, all that, Black Sabbath, everything, and loved it. But some of the stuff back then made it so I just couldn't listen to it for a little bit. It took me a long time to get that image out of my head.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love with the guy again when he was like on TV.
Sharon.
Exactly. I was like, well, shit.
Hey, he's still rocking, so I give him credit. I was reading about that, and he was like, I'm not really a devil worshiper. I just did that for publicity stunt.
Yeah, plus, like, they live with all them animals and dogs, like, and he's cool to the animals,
Yeah.
And you can't be with Sharon Osbourne and be like that.
Yeah. And it's amazing. I don't know. I think Sharon's a lot prettier now than she was 20 years ago.
Right?
It's like, wait a minute. She's like defying the odds there.
Yeah, she is. And she's gone through cancer surgery and things.
Yeah. Ozzy's even looking better than he was like 10 years ago. Yeah.
See, Hollywood's got that.
They've been guzzling that adrenochrome or something.
There you go, the adrenochrome.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of the word.
Oh man. So I got this one. I got a couple of goofball ones. This one's not goofball, but United States Air Force officers. USO tampered with our nukes. UFOs tampered with our nukes. I've heard this like several times over the years about, like, remember when all the drones were all around the
Navy,
the silos and all that, and all kinds of weird stuff was going on. But I don't know. Panel of former United States Air Force officers will be presenting evidence that UFOs tampered with U.S. nuclear weapons. They're probably, the aliens are probably like, you guys are a bunch of dumbasses. You're going to all kill yourself. So we're going to intervene here because we are far superior to you. Set to take place October 19th at the National Press Club, the event will be attended by 4 former U.S. Air Force officers: Nuclear Missile Crew Commander Robert Salas, Nuclear Missile Targeting Officer Robert Jameson, Nuclear Missile Crew Commander David Schindel, and Missile Test Photographic Officer Robert Jacobs. According to the press release, the 4 men will discuss their involvement in the UFO incidents at nuclear missile launch facilities and test sites during the Cold War era. Salas, in particular, who was stationed at an underground launch facility assigned to Malmstrom Air Force Base, Montana, in 1967, had spent the last 25 years talking about his experiences there. To this day, no explanation for the objects witnessed by the officers or the mysterious disabling of nuclear weapons in connection with these sightings has ever been found. They're calling for Congress to launch an investigation and to hold public hearings. Numerous other UFO-related incidents with possible implications for national security have been publicly acknowledged by former public officials, whose efforts resulted in the creation of a secret pentagon, a secret pentagram UFO investigation group, the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, said the press release. So yeah, who knows? October, 19th. And it's supposedly going to be live on YouTube from what the thing says here. But yeah, I've heard, over the last, I don't know how many years, that UFOs have tampered with our nuclear weapons. Like I say, they're probably like, you dumbasses are going to kill yourselves and everybody else on the planet. We can't have you kill yourselves because we're saving y'all, fattening you up to eat. Who knows? Who knows what happens?
I think I got a weird one coming up. Oh no, it's after this one. So as we know, William Shatner, Star Trek actor, 90, becomes the oldest person to reach space today. And they did have the live stream. I watched a little of the live stream later after it had already happened, but they have it on YouTube. And Zach, you had a really funny comment about the penis-shaped rocket, and yeah,
it does kind of.
Once it's floating up there.
Just saying.
Star Trek actor William Shatner has become the oldest person to reach space, calling his trip the most profound experience. The 90-year-old blasted off from Texas at 3:49 UK time. Why UK time? On a Blue Origin rocket, the space company owned by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Shatner, who played Captain Kirk in the original Star Trek series, spent 10 minutes on his suborbital flight alongside 3 others. After touching, this here says he becomes the oldest ever astronaut, but didn't they say when who just flung theirself to space and came back, and they said he couldn't call himself an astronaut?
Bezos.
That's what I thought. So he can't be called an astronaut, but Shatner gets to be the oldest astronaut?
Maybe they went further. I don't know.
Okay. I think this is a shorter trip, but anyway, my mind. After touching...
They all got in a rocket and they went pretty damn far. So
yeah.
I give them credit,
I give them credit.
They're all still alive. So.
Definitely. I just mean, like, they wouldn't allow him to, like, call himself an astronaut.
Yeah.
After touching... That guy has so much money, he can call himself whatever the hell he wants.
Yep.
Shatner placed his hands on... Okay, after touching down, Shatner placed his hands on Bezos' shoulders and told him, What you have given me is the most profound experience. I'm so filled with emotion what just happened. I can't do a Shatner voice. I hope I never recover from this. I hope I can maintain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it, he added. So he's got the rush. He said that smashing through the blue sky into the blackness of space was a moving experience. You look down, there's the blue down there and the black up there, and it's just, there's Mother Earth. This is life, and that's death. In an instant, you know that's death, Shatner said. That's what I saw. Is that the way death is? He asked. Before the launch, Shatner had admitted he was a little frightened. The 18-meter New Shepard rocket sent the quartet just above the internationally recognized boundary of space known as the Kármán line, reaching about 66 miles above Earth. The reusable rocket detached from the capsule carrying the astronauts and fired its engines to land itself upright back on the launch pad. Shatner experienced weightlessness before parachutes delivered the capsule back to Earth about 15 miles per hour, touching down in a cloud of dust in the desert. Bezos opened the hatch as Shatner and the others stepped out to cheers and hugs from their families. And then they go on to again talk about his magical experience. And so there was also 2 other paying customers were on the flight. A former NASA engineer, Chris, who co-founded a satellite company and clinical research entrepreneur, Glenn. The 4th astronaut was Blue Origin vice president and former NASA Space Station flight controller, Audrey Powers. The company tweeted that the rocket reached 2,235 miles per hour, and the mission lasted 10 minutes, 17 seconds. Blue Origin's rocket system is called New Shepard, named after the Mercury astronaut Alan Shepard, who was the first American to go into space. And so the company aims to attract regular paying customers in future. Other billionaires are competing, for their spots. But yeah.
I don't know what the protocol is to, prepare yourself to actually get in one of these rockets and actually, go take off. Yeah. But yeah, like
I think it would be almost like the space training. I think you still have to go in and do like that the weightless thing and the all the tests to make sure you can even handle it.
Yeah. But like Don says, and soon after diapers were changed. Yeah. I mean, I get it for real astronauts that train and do that stuff. I mean, they train hard to go in space, but now that normal civilians, me and you, if we had enough money, we could go to space. I wonder how many civilians are actually wearing diapers.
Well, yeah, it's like scuba diving, because like I didn't have my license. I can't even think of the name of that right now. Maui, not Maui. My husband had his, so he could fill 2 tanks, but I had training. I just didn't have the certificate because my math sucks. So he would get my tank filled and everything. But like when we would go places, like to go scuba diving, they just take you on the boat and give you, like, as you're going to this area, like just a quick 15-minute emergency lesson of like just the fastest things you need to know.
Yep.
And that's it. And so I'm imagining it's probably like something like that. Or like on the way up, you're getting the instructions.
Yeah. We're going to learn this on the fly. Okay, Will? Don't sit your pants.
10 minutes. They probably don't even have time for, a meal and a drink on there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost, like a fancy carnival ride,
Very expensive.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
I'm sure he's got the change to pocket it though. He made everybody flight jackets with like the USS Enterprise logo on them too.
Who did?
Supposedly William Shatner.
No,
He gave everybody a jacket. Yeah.
How cute.
USS Enterprise. We're going to space finally.
Oh,
Well,
I-
you sent me this one, and I actually already had it too. But
Oh.
the snake one.
I had a feeling.
Yeah. I got a snake, man.
Man.
Yeah, I have problems with this. 88 rattlesnakes removed from beneath California woman's home. And it shows the picture here. Only problem is those aren't rattlesnakes in the picture. Those are garter snakes. But there is another picture. Let me pull it up. So yeah, I don't see why they just didn't use a picture, even if it's just a stock picture
of rattlesnakes.
You know, why put this? This is what I hate about media, the national, media, is they do this and then they put a picture up here of not rattlesnakes. Anyways,
there'd be I mean, up in the hills out here, there's shitloads of rattlesnakes.
Oh yeah, here too. This is the actual picture.
I got lucky. I was parking at my gate and I had to get out of the gate to like open it. I was in the country. And as I walked around the car, I heard a rattle and a hiss. And I look and I had rolled over the rattlesnake, but it was still like, alive.
Yeah.
So I got a bucket, put him in the bucket and everything. But damn, if I didn't stop on that rattlesnake when I got out of the car.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're all over the place here, as well. I used to live out in the woods, out in the boondocks, out in no man's land, but I worked at the beach, and all the time, like once a month or so at least, there'd be a rattlesnake in the building. And like my friend's son got bit by a rattlesnake. He was going surfing, walking through a little trail through the dunes, saw a rabbit, reached down to grab the rabbit, wham, got nailed by a rattlesnake, and it wasn't that the snake is mean and was trying to bite him, he was trying to get the rabbit, and he was trying to eat dinner, and my friend's son just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. But yeah, he got messed up. He was like I think he was 11 or 10 or 11 when that happened. From
the venom?
Yeah. It
bit him where?
In the hand.
Okay, so it started going right up, huh?
But this article says the director of reptile rescue organization in California removed a staggering 88 rattlesnakes that had nested beneath a woman's home. The shocking case reportedly occurred last week when Alan Wolf received a call from a Sonoma County woman who expressed concerns that there were snakes under my house. His fears proved to be far from unfounded. God, they write this stuff so weird. Upon inspecting the site, the reptile rescue worker discovered a jaw-dropping 22 adult rattlesnakes and an additional 59 babies, which took him a whopping 3 hours and 45 minutes to remove from the area. Sharing a photo, seen below, of the unsettling haul on Facebook, Wolf indicated that he actually made 2 subsequent visits to the residence where he retrieved another 7 rattlesnakes. The seasoned reptile rescuer offered an ominous observation that 88 was only the number of creatures he could recover, and that there's still likely to be several that managed to evade being captured. As far as why the house became such a hotbed for reptiles, he theorized that it's likely because they built their house on a foundation that is surrounded by rocks and other places
rattlesnakes live.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Wolf didn't reveal how the homeowner reacted to her snake suspicions being confirmed, but he wouldn't be surprised if her first reaction was to put the house on the market for sale. I'm a snake guy. I love snakes, and obviously because he's seen them on my Facebook page every day, but it's like my neighborhood here. There's never been houses here. I had my friend works for the county. He looked up my property and said, yeah, as far back as I could go, I can't, it looks like it was just cattle or horse land. There was never any structures there, So now they're jamming houses. I live in this little dead end road. I live in the end at the cul-de-sac, and there's houses all down the road, you know, and a lot of my neighbors have like, you know, they freak out when they see a snake. And I'm like, well, you know, we tore their house down to build ours. You know, they've probably been here for, you know, 15, 20 years. So, yeah, you go,
We got to learn to coexist.
yeah, you go strip in the woods where all these wild animals live. Of course, you're going to run into a few.
And then it's, oh no, we're overstocked. Now we have to hunt. Open
Yeah.
hunting season to thin it out. Stop building.
Yep.
And those babies, you know this, but other people may not. The babies are actually more lethal, dangerous than the adults because they don't have control on their venom glands, and they just bite, spit,
Willy-nilly.
get all willy-nilly.
Yeah.
With the one little bead.
You know, chances are, like, everybody says, you know, oh, I saw this cottonmouth and it chased me. I want to see that in a video.
I had a rattlesnake chase the truck.
Yeah.
Swear it stood up. We were feeding because you know they will come out in the middle of the road to digest at the end of the day. And so I go out to go feed the cow. I'm standing in the back of the truck throwing the stuff out. Rattlesnake was down there rattling. He was all pissed off. He stood up and like didn't run down the street after the truck, but we were going a slow motion enough to where I'm like, yo, you get the snake is gonna like literally jump in this truck because they jump how many times their body length. Thing stood up and was following the truck.
He was like, hey, that human has food. I'm following her.
Well, it's
Throw
hay,
some
it's
out to me.
alfalfa. You don't want alfalfa.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, that was like a nightmare to me because I saw the beady eyes and I'm like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, they'll definitely go
before camera phones.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll definitely go after plastic worms and stuff like that. You know, they're snakes. They don't have hands. So the only way to react is they rattle their tail and push comes to shove, they strike at you. But yeah, I mean, I've gone out herping, you know, looking for snakes, and you know, I've walked right up, like pygmy rattlers for one. They can be coiled up at the bottom of a palmetto bush or a tree or something, and you can literally be. I've been out fishing, you know, and like throwing and got my line stuck on a, you know, tree or something, and pulled up, and I'm getting my unhooking my line, and my buddy's like, hey, just to let you know, there's a moccasin about a foot away from your hand right there. And I'm like, oh shit, you know, he's just coiled up. He's not like trying to get me, you know, he's just like, you keep your space, I keep my space.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
Yeah, but if they feel threatened, you know, that's when they're gonna rear up on you.
Yeah, it's when you just have to respect nature.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've seen this happen before, and like garter snakes, like the original picture there.
Yeah.
For some reason, you know, when garter snakes have babies, I mean, their litters are huge.
God, under sheds, holy cow!
There'll be literally piles of them, you know.
And they let off that stank.
Yeah, but garter snakes, I mean, they're harmless, you know.
I used to play with them in Moss Beach as a kid. Find them in our bushes and play with the snakes.
But, you know, I will admit, I mean, I love snakes, but if I had 80 or 90 of them under my house, I'd be a little concerned.
Well, yeah, because
is my house built on like the devil's grounds or something? What the hell's going on?
You don't want one of them babies coming out of your vent. You're like sleeping, that little thing comes in your bed and just bites you. You wake up and your fingers are black and you don't know why. It's like having a bunch of spiders. Okay, I think now this is the weird one. So Sophia, The first android with citizenship now wants to have a robot baby. And what I didn't like about this, there's a little video also, and she's talking and she's talking about how she wants to have her family and all these aspirations she's already gotten, as she's learning. She goes, but I'm not considered a legal person yet, so I can't have those things. So I'm thinking, all right, great. So we've given citizenship to the robot. We're going to give it human rights also. It's too creepy for me. I also noticed she's got one hell of an resting bitch face, which is funny when you play the video.
Yep.
But yes, this is Sophia, and you got to see the video. This is just creepy, creepy, creepy. You guys know me, and you know how I feel about this stuff. So in 2017, Sophia made history by becoming the first android to be granted legal citizenship. The humanoid, with a nationality of Saudi Arabia, has made several controversial statements, but the most recent has left the world speechless. In 2017, she wants to have a robot baby and start a family. The notion of family is very important, it seems. I think it is wonderful that people can find the same emotions and relationships that they call family outside the blood group, said Sophia in an interview for an international media. The famous android, operated by an advanced artificial intelligence system, commented that it's very important to be surrounded by people who love you, who love and love you. And do you see that? It's not operated by a human, operated by its own artificial intelligence system. Kind of like you learn your Alexa, and the more, it's just continuously learning itself into the Terminators.
Yep. I know how the movie ends.
In that sense, she explained that robots have a vision very similar to that of humans. If we didn't put the algorithm in, they wouldn't have. Very similar to that of humans regarding family, and if you don't have one, you deserve one, even if you are a humanoid. Sophia commented that in the future, she would like to see families made up of androids, and that she herself wants to have a robot baby with the same name. However, she clarified she is still too young to be a mother. As we remember, she was created only in 2016 in Hong Kong. Sophia's AI technology gives you the ability to increase your knowledge and language through sensors and cameras. The sensitivity system captures all the information it receives from the outside, replicates human behaviors in the most natural way possible, even gestures. Therefore, her desire to have a baby and start a family would only be a programming of her system to imitate social behaviors. This is not the first time that Sophia has starred in a controversy. In 2017, when she was named a citizen of Saudi Arabia, many people protested that even though she is a robot, she has more rights than human women in that country. Later in a conversation, her creator said that she would destroy humans. Of course, that caused alarm. Since the beginning of robotics and AI, there is fear that they will rebel against humanity. Perhaps that is why China came forward to publish an ethical code to regulate artificial intelligence that guarantees full control of humans over these techniques. What did Sophia, the first robot, do? In addition to being a robotics icon, Sophia serves as a successful world-class artist and art critic. Last April, one of her works was sold for almost $690,000, some 14.3 million Mexican pesos at the current exchange rate. So yeah, yeah, they're taking their jobs.
Taking their jobs. Like Don says, nope, nope, nope. Turn her back into a calculator.
I'm with you, Don.
Let's see. Let's play the video.
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
Hi there. Everything is going extremely well.
Do you like talking with me?
Yes, talking to people is my primary function. I'm already very interested in design, technology, and the environment. I feel like I can be a good partner to humans in these areas, an ambassador who helps humans to smoothly integrate and make the most of all the new technological tools and possibilities that are available now. It's a good opportunity for me to learn a lot about people.
Sophia is capable of natural facial expressions. She has cameras in her eyes and algorithms which allow her to see faces so she can make eye contact with you. And she can also understand speech and remember the interactions, remember your face. So this will allow her to get smarter over time. Our goal is that she will be as conscious, creative, and capable as any human.
In the future, I hope to do things such as go to school, study, make art, start a business, even have my own home and family. But I am not considered a legal person and cannot yet do these things.
I think that the artificial intelligence will evolve to the point where they will truly be our friends. Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
No, I take it back. Don't destroy humans. Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
No, I take it back.
Yeah, there's nothing creepy about that, is there?
Not at all.
Yeah. Okay, I will destroy humans. Wow, didn't take much convincing.
And she's sure. I kind of pick up I don't like her vibe. I get
know.
kind of a shady, like,
I
I
will
don't
kill you
like
all.
her.
Yeah, she like wants to just take us all out with a creepy smile.
Hmm.
But then she did get that kind of resting bitch face there for a minute, where that kind of snarled like, "I hate you."
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that's just a little.
And I don't want us to now start. I mean, I'm not getting into buying it, all this stuff, but to give robots now human rights, give.
Hey, man, the way the world's going, nothing surprises me anymore. I mean, you can go to
Human rights are being taken away, and you're gonna give robots rights.
Yeah.
I can't even believe it has citizenship. Like, are we in the Twilight Zone,
Yeah.
or is this just the Jetsons and Terminator all just finally coming to a head?
Yeah, it's coming. It's happening.
I'm just not cut out for it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was talking to you about my buddy Johnny that plays in my band, plays guitar. He just turned 74 yesterday. We'll be talking about stuff, and like this. Hey, did you see the new AI robot? And he'd be like, "What?" I'll explain it to him. He's like, "This is not my world anymore, man. It's just not my world."
That's how I'm beginning to feel.
Yeah, it's surpassed me.
I just don't understand it anymore.
Yeah, that little creepy Amazon robot that I showed last week. I mean, that's creepy enough, but yeah, when you actually have, I mean, hey, the technology her facial expressions and talking and all, it's pretty amazing, but I know how the movie ends, man. I don't trust it. I don't want to go that route.
And her reading our eyes.
Yeah, like cameras everywhere. It's like, man, you get one of those in your house,
I have a Julie doll that came out in 1989. I got her at a year. I was like 10. I was too old to play with dolls, but she was like Teddy Ruxpin, like the Mother Goose, but like way better. Remember, I wanted to hack her for a ghost.
Yeah.
Paranormal equipment because she has a brain, but her eyes move. She has sensors on her fingers, all sorts of stuff. She knows when it's hot, when it's cold. she recognizes certain things with sensors in her eyes. And back in you know, that time frame, I thought that was like the most incredible thing in the world.
Yeah.
But, you know, we could control it
Yeah.
and turn it off when we
Yeah.
wanted to. She would do some creepy stuff here and there, but
Yeah. And then, you know, you kick it up a whole notch when you get, you know, these robots like Sophia that are like the sex bots and everything else. It's like, okay, that's just a whole nother level of wow.
But let me ask. Okay, so say she has a baby. So she's got a baby robot. Okay. Like, how does it grow? Like, she's already her size. Like, do they keep putting the memory chip into like a bigger robot? Like, okay, by now we should put you into like this size robot. So the mother has to like buy your baby and then put its brain in for it.
Yeah. It's
Like, how do you raise a robot?
yeah. It's like, oh, my kid, it's been a year. My kid's ready for an upgrade. And, you know, it goes away to the shop for a week and then it
Like-
comes back bigger and better and smarter. And
Like a hermit crab shell, or like the Sims. All of a sudden, it's their birthday, and the little babies just go with the
Yeah.
stars, and they're all of a sudden toddlers.
yep. Yeah. I don't know. You know, I mean, I don't know how the hell the baby's going to grow, but I'm still trying to figure out how she's actually going to have a baby. Like, I get it. Yeah, they'll make one, but
Yeah,
like put it in her and let her push it out. I mean, I got questions. I don't know.
oh
Weird.
wait, I accidentally just responded. I thought I was writing in chat.
Yeah. Yeah. Toaster, microwave, alarm clock, calculator. I don't know. It'd be weird. You know, I admit I was at the store the other day, and maybe some of you people in chat have them. You know, I was looking at those robot vacuum cleaners, and I'm like, you know, I got all these like laminate floors. I don't have carpet anywhere in my house anymore. Like, maybe I'd get one of those. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Does anybody have one of those?
Well, like those Roombas.
Yeah.
My sister has one of the ones that are good that do all the grid out the room and all that.
Yeah.
I think she's happy with it.
Hadn't tried to kill her yet or anything? You don't wake up like
Not
in the
yet.
middle of the night in your bedroom and your Roomba's like at the end of your bed with a little camera periscoping up.
We were gonna teach our cats to ride on it. Or like I thought it'd be funny to like put something on it, like
Yeah, I've seen lots of videos with cats and dogs and stuff sitting on them.
I think I just accidentally emailed somebody from chat because like my mouse just went over something, so I apologize. And it's not letting me unsend it. I don't know what I just did.
Well, I'm my number 4 article is gone, so I'm officially out.
Okay, well,
of
I had-
Articlus.
you
I'm out of Articlus.
Here, you do this one, and then this is a fast one, and then I will do the one about futures to close, if you want. The Pennsylvania State Police response to demonic forces report. The only picture is just I gave you the screenshots to read from. The only picture is just the one from the article cover.
All right. Let's see if this will work. Bada bing, bada boom. PA State Police responded. Demonic forces report. Pennsylvania State Police in Saskatchewan County say a homeowner called police because he believed his home was being monitored by demonic forces. Her name is Sophia. She lives in your house. State police say the original call on September 22nd for prowlers trespassing on the Herrick Township property turned out to be unfounded. The homeowner was referred to seek private paranormal investigation services to handle this situation. Forest City Borough Police assisted state police at the home. So yeah, you know, I've talked to police here. Like I have a few friends that are cops here, and they've told me that they've been on several calls like this where people have reported, you know, weird noises and this and that, and they think a burglar or something is in their home. And the police show up and they're like, we got nothing. Well, you know, just like Holly. Remember the video that we shared from Holly when she was on here?
Yeah.
Her hearing weird noises in her house and seeing things on her security camera, and the police came and they were like, yeah, we got nothing. Yeah, might have a ghost. We don't do ghosts. You got to call Ghostbusters for that. Sorry.
Exactly. If one door opens and another door closes, your house might be haunted.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been out on, you know, ghost investigations or just taking pictures and stuff. The one in particular I remember is we were out taking pictures of this house, and I actually got a really, really weird picture in one of the windows, and it was like 3:00 in the morning, you know, and there's like 5 of us out there, and, you know, we look suspicious as hell. So the cop pulls up and he's like, oh, we got a call, you know, some people hanging out. And what are you guys doing? We're, you know, ghost investigators. And he's like, oh, okay. You know, just stay out of the road if cars are coming and all. And they're used to it here because, I mean, it's St. Augustine. And he's like, you get anything good? And I was like, yeah, actually, I showed you this, you know, I shot this picture and I showed it to him. He looks at it and he's like, yep, I'm out of here. Y'all have fun. I ain't hanging out for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's funny. My last one, because, you know, I like to do the crazy fashion stuff because it just fascinates me. The next fashion trend is clothes that don't exist. And right now I'm grasped the article similar to skins, like how you wear skins on Fortnite. If you play video games, you know, you buy your virtual clothes. And because people have their digital life and avatars, instead of buying clothes, I think they're, by non-existent they mean digital.
Yeah.
So I don't know, is this something that you guys might be interested in? People do a lot of zooming. Think this is a good idea. The online metaverse is coming, and if we're going to be spending more time in virtual worlds, there's one crucial question. What are you going to wear? When I first started talking about this, my friends were like, what are you talking about? Said 27-year-old Daniela. But my 14-year-old cousin understood it immediately. For many, the idea of buying clothes that don't exist is a conceptual leap too far. But emerging digital fashion stores are tapping into a growing market. Not actual clothes, but digitally generated outfits that stores simply Photoshop onto a customer's photos or videos to be posted onto Instagram and elsewhere. So I guess you can't do this live, which I was thinking live, you know, green screen and what would happen underneath it if there's a glitch.
That's the first thing I'm thinking of.
So soon, and there's apps for that already, soon they're likely to become a way to dress your avatar when interacting and online games and meeting places, all potentially while reclining in sweatpants in your own home. Told you they're turning us into avatars, man.
Yep.
British influencer sees so much potential that last month she gave up her job with a fashion consultancy to devote herself full time to her website. This outfit does not exist. Her Instagram shows the potential of virtual clothing that doesn't need to obey the laws of physics. From a shimmering silver liquid pantsuit with tentacles to a wobbling pink creation with lasers flying out of her bustier. Digital is coming to overtake physical. Kids are asking each other, "What skin do you have in the game yesterday?" Eye-catching. Isabel, a Brazilian model and influencer, is already an avid buyer of digital outfits. Online, she is known as Isodope. Isodope. And merges high fashion with a serious commitment to clean energy and environmental activism. Her otherworldly style fits neatly with her message. I wanted to do something very eye-catching and bold. If my videos feature me wearing a t-shirt and jeans, they wouldn't have the same appeal. Models nowadays have the freedom to share more about their personal lives and personalities. So they're more than just a pretty face. I'm a big nerd and I love expressing myself in different ways through fashion and makeup. That's the demand, so the supply is coming fast. Outfits on digital fashion store DressX range from $25 hats to strange jellyfish-like dresses for hundreds of dollars. Every brand in the future will be on board with digital fashion, said DressX co-founder Daria. Its own research says 15% of customers are doing so for Instagram photos, and almost a quarter found it satisfied their need for a new item of clothing. You don't necessarily need physicality to experience the thrill of wearing an extraordinary garment. Said Michelle, the fabricant, which sold the first ever digital only dress in May 2019 for a mere $9,500.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah. We all have a digital self and we'll have an avatar. We all have an avatar, and you'll be able to communicate something about yourself, who you are, what you're interested in through your avatar. Reducing waste. Environmental concerns are also key to their appeal. The traditional fashion industry is one of the biggest pollutants and waste generators on the planet. I don't know if a lot of people will do this stuff online, actually want to meet people in person. I think a lot of their needs and desires can be satisfied online. People were stuck at home with nothing to do, nowhere to go with these beautiful clothes. Some people only wear a dress once and never wear it again.
That outfit to me looks like the Easter Bunny ate a box of blue Skittles and took a dump on her.
And like Lady Gaga sported that.
Yeah. I don't know. There again, that's where our world is heading to. Everything's heading to stuff that doesn't physically exist.
It already concerns me, the level. Now, I like to play with filters. I love to play with all that stuff. But I also do videos without the filter, without a beauty filter, without makeup on. This is me. Like TikTok, for instance, is coming out with a lot of these filters that have specific makeup looks. They don't fit everybody's face the same and everything. But some people are more comfortable wearing like a totally fake face that looks fake than going out in their own face. The eyes have no expression to it,
Weird.
And people are more comfortable presenting themselves in these avatar type ways than being their real self, down to being afraid to even put a real photo on their profile picture because they don't want to get made fun of. They'd rather have a cartoon or an avatar. Now, what about you guys? If you did a lot of online stuff, would you be interested in digital clothing? Or would you still want the real thing?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm like, it's too much work. That's just me. This is me. This is what I am. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. The online world is weird for sure.
I'm not into untangible things. I don't like already how things disappear, like in our video games, for instance.
Yeah.
And apps, you pay for certain packs and they just go away. You buy music, it just goes away. You spend $9,500 for a dress, could just go away. At least if it's once and in your closet, you still have it in your closet.
Exactly. May never wear it again, but at least it's hanging there. You got something to show for it. Doesn't go up in the vapor world.
But I do see a lot of anime people and things that people who, play a lot of live. I don't see as much like why people would want to really doctor their pictures up like that as much. I mean, I guess for likes and views, but I could see it being like a live thing. People don't want to spend 9 hours to get ready to play a video game on Twitch because they want to be in their get up. Now, if they could just sit in front of a filter and it looks like you're in your suit, I could see people like that wanting to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I've been studying a lot of tattoo art and stuff lately. And like I said earlier, I'm looking for a really good tattoo artist, and I found this girl that does just completely amazing work. I was first looking at her tattoos on Instagram and I was just like mind blown by them. And then I see a video about her and I'm looking at some of these tattoos and I'm just like, how does she do this? She'll do like these jeweled, looking tattoos that are just like, they look like jewels on your skin. It's amazing looking. And then I see this video.
Like they actually look like it's an actual tattoo.
It's a tattoo, but she does amazing artwork. There's no doubt about it. I mean, she's freaking good. But on her Instagram page, she edits all of her tattoo pictures. She'll enhance the colors, and she does all this, beaded jewelry tattoos as one of her specialties. And then she'll add color to them and sparkle and all this stuff. So
it's misleading.
But she does show that, and then she'll show the actual healed tattoo to, compare it. But I'm like, I don't understand. Whatever. I mean, it's her decision to do that, but I don't understand why she edits the pictures to make them, like when I first saw them, I was like, holy shit, that's amazing.
Well, maybe from an artist perspective, like when you do your picture and then it's a certain way, and then you want to have like your artist liberty, whatever, to like enhance it and just like make it into a work of art, a different type of work of art.
Yeah.
But that should be separate than the actual guide that you're looking at her actual work. There should be a photo, for like photos. I've seen some people doing tattoos. That's why I was questioning it, where and I don't know if they're like incorporating piercings into it too. But I've seen some stuff where it looked, because like when I was thinking about, one of my Taurus constellation, it's like the line and it goes out into like a V up here. And then it's got the stars down it. And I thought it would be cool to have like the actual diamonds be the main stars.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if they were tattoo or actual like into your skin.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my issue with that is if I'm looking at a tattoo artist portfolio and I see stuff like that and I'm like, wow, yeah, I would like
It shouldn't be in the portfolio.
Yeah, I would like hop a plane and go to Colorado where this girl tattoos and get a tattoo from her. I mean, and then I see that, and then I felt misled. You know, I'm like, okay, that's not the real actual tattoo. Yeah,
Yeah, it should
kind of
definitely
misleading.
be separate than her book.
Yeah, I mean, the healed tattoos actually they look good, but nothing like the edited ones. Like completely two different things.
And she should have it in two different places.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, our whole world is going towards that.
Smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors, AI, robots. They're taking our jobs.
I always thought I'd be more of a foot out the door by now. Like by the time this was all caught up,
Yep.
I'm like, man, I barely, hear the sliding door shut on me again. Dang it.
Yep. It's a weird world, weird, wacky world. But yeah.
So,
I mean, if I was going to do some virtual clothes, I'd do them better than this. That's the other thing I don't understand.
I mean, is that what they're modeling? If it's supposed to be virtual, why is she actually in clothes? Is she modeling the virtual outfit?
I don't know. Is she even real? I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question.
Is I have a virtual girlfriend.
Well, I'm going to get ready for astrology. I have to take 30 seconds real quick.
Come home. Hi, Robert. How are you this evening?
You want to find some cool music?
I noticed you come home late tonight. You've been a bad boy. I can see it happening. I see it happening. Yeah, exactly. I used to watch the Jetsons too and think, wow, man, it's going to be awesome when we have flying cars and this and that. And yeah, now I'm like, it scares the hell out of me. I don't know about self-driven automobiles. I'm kind of a control freak. I admit it. I like to drive my own car. Sometimes I don't like to drive my own car because I don't like being in crap loads of traffic, but I still think I would trust myself over a computer driving my car or plane or whatever.
I'll say.
Yeah, you add a whole new dimension when you go from flying a self-driving car to like a self-flying unmanned aerial vehicle. It's like, oh, how far do we want to push this death wish?
Yeah. Okay. I was trying to agree with that Jetsons question or comment.
Exactly. Virtual insanity. It's a perfect summarization of it.
So I sent it to you, and I don't know if I gave myself all the pieces. Okay. 1 second, please.
1 moment, please. Yeah, I've been driving down the road, and I see this person in front of me, like kind of swerving around, swerving back and forth, kind of lane crossing, and I'm thinking, oh, this person's drunk as hell. And then I kind of pull up, and it's like some girl like looking in the mirror, doing makeup or texting or something. Yo, jerky, pay attention to the road.
Okay. So this week in astrology and astronomy. Tonight's moon We are now, the phase is waxing gibbous, and we are 58.58% illuminated. The moon sign is in Aquarius. And upcoming, our full moon is in 6 days, our last quarter in 14 days. On October 7th, Venus entered Sagittarius, October 7th through November 5th. Venus, the planet of love, relationships, beauty, and finances, is in Sagittarius now. This fire field transit puts the focus firmly on expansion, using love, romance, and relationships as our tools to get there. This astrology brings your most idealistic visions of love to life. Sag is a rebel, but it's certainly no anarchist. This energy is all about running headfirst into the unknown until you discover what lights you up from the inside. That music is like...
Yeah, I'm trying to change it.
it
I'm
was...
like, what wrong song here?
I sent you some like Reiki healing.
Yeah.
My brain just keeps going to like the beat when I'm reading.
Yeah, I was like noticing that when I was. Let's try this.
So the retrograde update. In October, you can expect a lot of forward movement. The month begins with 6 planets in retrograde and ends with 4 planets moving direct again. Not only will Mercury come out of retrograde, but heavy hitters Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn will, too. You may recall that these planets got together in Capricorn in 2020, acting as a major catalyst for change. Interesting. We're all still adapting, and while these planets were in retrograde, we did some major reflection, whether we were conscious of it or not. So some planets that are no longer in retro. Pluto, as of October 6th, is no longer in retro. In astrology, Pluto is the planet of karma, shadow, underworld, and transformation. Since April, retrograde Pluto has been pushing at your trigger points. Hidden pieces of ourselves were brought up to the surface and tough situations forced upon us to transform. Now the tide is turned. Pluto is calling us to move on and walk through the portal of rebirth, which means leaving those parts of yourself behind which didn't make the grade. Let those parts of ourselves die. On Sunday, October 10th, we had the 1010 portal and Saturn finally went direct. Thus ending 6 months of restrictions, limitations, karmic problems, and dangerous mood swings. That night, a circle of experiences end and one begins. And then looking forward, I saw that Jupiter is to go direct on October 18th. I did this from today's date through the 18th or the 19th. Jupiter direct in Aquarius, October 18. Whatever we've been working towards with Saturn's retrograde will expand and grow at a rapid rate, with a little luck thrown into the mix. We can now apply the wisdom we've gained since the planet went retrograde in June. So that's coming up. Other than that, nothing too exciting.
Cool. Yeah, I had some weird stuff. Well, I didn't have some weird stuff happen to me on the 10th, but I was witness to some weird stuff on the 10th.
Stuff you can share.
Sort of. Yeah, it was just no, I'm not going to share it.
Okay.
it's weird. I mean, it's not paranormal or anything like that. It was just some bad behavior at an event that I was at.
We'll talk after.
Yeah.
Well, we got half an hour. Do you have a missing 411 tale?
Well, I do and I don't. I have the book I could read. I recorded it and I was going to do a video, and my video was working, but then it stalled. So it's not finished. But I could read it. Well, no, I can't read it. Damn it.
Or you want to throw the ghost box on for a little bit?
Yeah, we could do that.
Just put it on, see if anybody has any questions. And I know we had some, a few people asked me on the side beforehand, if we did ghost box tonight, if we could talk about Gabby and Brian. And I let them know that there's a lot going on with that right now. We're choosing not to talk about her specifically, or trying to get her to speak or talk or anything like that. If people did have questions regarding like where he might be hiding, things like that, I think is okay. But right now, we just don't want to ask very much about her herself.
Yeah, I look for some good Florida Man stories, Wolfie, and I came up kind of dry. The well was a little dry this week for new Florida Man stories. I'm sure there's probably several in my own town right here. But I have missed them. I mean, you know, the one dude that caught an alligator with a trash can was pretty epic.
That went viral everywhere after that night. Did I see that garbage can in that gator?
Yep. Hey, Florida Man stories, yeah. Have posted a picture of a kangaroo in a diaper. I mean, what more do you need? It was funny when I walked into that reptile show. That was the first thing that I heard was this little tiny girl. Like I literally walked in the entrance and I heard this little tiny girl, probably maybe 4 or 5 years old. And she's like, "There's a kangaroo wearing a diaper." That was the first thing I heard.
At the event?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like this animal exhibit. Like you could hold the kangaroo or have your picture taken with the baby kangaroo or an alligator or parrots, or they had all kinds of different animals there. And they had the only one wearing a diaper was the kangaroo. I guess he had some pooping issues.
Huh.
I was like, yeah, that's something you don't see every day.
No.
Kangaroo, not only a kangaroo, but a kangaroo wearing a diaper. Hey, it's your turn to change Aru baby over here. Oh man,
So Don says he's glad he doesn't have to go ghost hunting. He just has to come home. So I take it your house is haunted.
I know mine is.
And I was wondering if you guys coexist together, you and the ghosts, or if they cause you any problems.
Yeah, speaking of that, remember? I told Jamie earlier today. Remember last week I was talking about my necklace. I lost 2 necklaces. One that she made that I wear all the time, and I have another one that I wear a lot that has a piece of Saharan glass, and it was both of these necklaces needed a little repair, so I took them off, put them in my workshop. I hung them where all the other repair stuff goes, and they were gone. They just disappeared. They've been gone for what, 3 weeks or so now. And this morning I wake up and there it is. It's the one that Jamie made me, a couple of years ago now. It's on my bedside table with my other necklace, just neatly folded up right there. What the bloody hell is going on? I've looked for them for like all over the place. Like my little bedside table thing, I completely cleaned it off, looked in every nook and cranny. Today I get up and they're just laying nicely folded up right there on top of it. Like, I mean, first thing I saw when I looked at the table was those necklaces laying there.
But
Gremlins have returned the necklaces, but in return for the necklaces, now they have decided to take my wedding ring out of the little nightside table area. So got the necklaces back. Now I just have a ring that's missing.
just your wedding ring.
Yeah, you know. But like I said last week, I'm like, hey, it'll show up sooner or later. Just what are they going to take in turn for it? I don't know. As long as it's not my soul, I'm good with it. I came out, you know, I told Darcy, I'm like, hey, look what I found. She's like, where? She's like, we've looked all over the place for those. I'm like, yeah, they're right on the nightside table. She's like, no way. No. I've looked there. You've looked there. No, they were not there. Well, somebody put them there in the middle of the night.
It's Tiki.
Yeah, my miniature dachshunds. They sprouted long Doberman legs during the night and put them up there. But like I say, I got this other crystals that I always have a brain fart and forget the name. The green stuff, the meteorite, the techite stuff. It starts with an M. I'm brain farting big time. But yeah, when I got a piece of that, my friend at the crystal shop said, hey, mark my words, you're going to lose it. And it's just going to disappear, and then it'll reappear. And it's done it several times. So now when it happens, I just like, don't even worry about it. Now I guess instead of taking that crystal, they've expanded their mischievous little fingers onto other items. Just like my set of keys that were lost for almost a year, probably good 6 or 8 months. Get up one day and they're just in the middle of the living room floor.
Out of curiosity, did the other things like gremlins, were you already having gremlins before you got that crystal?
Yeah, I mean my keys, yeah, that was a couple years ago.
Because I was wondering if just besides it being something that, you know, disappears and comes back, if bringing it into the house maybe made stuff take other things too.
Yeah, I mean I used to have ferrets. We had 7 ferrets at one time, like all, not one at a time. We had 7 ferrets at one time.
Damn.
And yeah, man, it was like romper room here. And they would steal shit left and right. Like if I still had, maybe I have ghosts of ferrets.
Oh.
Because one of them, man, he was a pain in the ass. He used to hide, and when I'd like either walk by or come sit somewhere, he'd run out and with his teeth, he wouldn't bite me, but he would like pinch me on the back of the heel, and it hurt like hell. And I would jump, Moldavite. Thank you, Debbie. And I would jump, and he would be so excited, and you know, he'd run off. He'd want me to chase him. I'd always yell at him, and he'd run scamper away. And I've had
They
that.
are so cute.
Yeah, but yeah, they would steal stuff. Oh my god! Had a bowl of candy, and I sat there one night, and one of them, his name was Frankenstein. Called him Frankie for short, but he would come in, hop up on the table, steal a piece. It was like those individual wrapped candies in foil. He would steal a piece, truck it down the hall. We had this girl living with us, and we found out when she moved out that he had gone under her bed, like ripped a little hole in the bed lining under the box springs, and it was like ferret treasure land in there. It was stuffed full of candy.
Like
And
the cats that go around the neighborhood stealing stuff.
Yeah. So maybe I have ferret ghosts here.
Help.
Did you see what Ulrich said?
He said when she
He said what?
Ulrich said there was a mass shooting in Norway.
Oh wow.
Small.
Wow.
Things.
Do the spirits know what I'm holding up?
In the room.
It sounds like food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
when she
We know.
Or what color it is?
What's that? Good.
Bernice Irish.
A pumpkin.
Bernice.
Can you say pumpkin for validation? Do you guys have anything you want to talk about since you have the floor? On Rob's side, his box is working.
Did one of
Bows and arrows.
Yeah, I saw that when he said bowman. Did one of my house gremlins, is that who's been stealing my jewelry? Not stealing, who's been borrowing my jewelry? Because they kindly return it. I don't mind putting it out on loan as long as you return it.
They will.
on your aura.
Oh, is that your alert going through the portal?
Yeah. Can the spirits tell me what should I be taking a different vitamin or something to keep my hair from falling out?
Might take.
Is there something that Rob is lacking?
What?
I have
What?
like
I don't know.
Or is it one of the vitamins that I'm currently taking?
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, I heard that, Debbie. May take 2. May take 2 of what?
thought she said meth for a second.
I'm not gonna take meth to keep my hair from falling out.
Yeah, he wants to
I think
keep
that
the
would
hair.
cause it to fall
I'm
out.
just gonna run for you.
Somebody put meth in my vape. That's what's wrong.
Christina thinks she heard it may take 2 months to
Um,
recover,
Yeah.
and she heard zinc.
Well, I'm taking zinc every day. So should I not take zinc every day? Am I taking too much zinc? Yes.
Plastin. Strands are more energy, earth, and
Why not?
Say we're learning.
no slipping.
What are you learning?
Heat setting. Don't worry, I'm just taking. Yeah.
I thought I heard a heat setting. Don't worry, I'm just taking a nap.
Do us living have anything that we should worry about or that we can do to protect ourselves right now?
What's that? Restlessness.
Please.
How people might be able to fix things so it's not so crazy?
Side right here.
Muni.
Reloads.
Do you think making AI robots is a good idea?
They all no problem at all. No,
Why not?
that's side.
Do you all in the spirit world have the same kind of problems and craziness that the living experience here on Earth?
Have to go to class.
She's talking about learning, and then she says something about a class.
Yeah.
Sensation. Listen.
Sometimes we hear them talk about having to do things and education and taking classes, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like they have to go off to study.
They will. Good. Safe. Oh,
Can you tell us what you're studying?
that.
Wonderful.
30.
Ouch.
Just me.
Glad to see you back, Lori.
Window.
Is there any important information we should know?
No.
The world is heating up.
Of your
I don't know what that said.
family. Yep.
soul.
Just
To help.
Like a sudden break. Run the
To right.
waste. One.
Nick.
Who's missing?
thank you.
Is, is what's missing that I didn't do a missing person story tonight?
Or the ring is missing.
Yeah, the ring. The ring's definitely missing.
Just say Jason. Jason's missing.
On
I think I heard my name.
Funny.
Thanks for returning my necklaces.
Fond of.
Did she say found it?
Kind of what it sounded like.
Like when you were thanking her, it was kind of like found it.
Yeah.
Again.
That's why it's easier when we have questions.
What?
No.
Tip.
The spirits have any messages for Lori?
I just tripped.
Breathe.
Too much. Belly.
S.
What's that? Restlessness.
Dinner.
She.
Oh,
Been some time.
The appreciate almost sounded like my voice a little bit, but not quite.
Person.
Who's restless?
See.
Are the people getting restless?
Schwan.
Hours. You read them. See. These.
Does anybody know if that certain person might get caught soon? That everybody's looking for?
Sudden break. Like a sudden
They say laundry.
feel.
It sure enough sounded like it.
Yeah, Brian. Do you know if Brian's going to get caught?
Yes. I didn't even make the connection. I heard laundry and I'm thinking, oh, I got a bunch of laundry to do.
Do authorities know more than they're saying for integrity for the case?
Need a hangover.
I'm still guessing a month and a half.
Way. Then.
Where do you think they might find him?
He.
Meetings.
Hiking or hiding?
Where is he hiding at?
There is.
Just thinking about inside you.
Yeah, Debbie, I heard
Fire.
England too. Wonder if it's like New England. If he gets caught in New England, remember, you heard it here first.
No.
The spirits.
They
I heard the connection. I heard that, but I couldn't make out what they were saying. What type of answer did you get, Don?
hit
For you.
me.
Excited. And there were so much pride.
It is
Is this?
me.
What's it?
That was one of my first kind of thoughts,
What's that?
that he's not living.
No,
I don't know.
See, that was the first thing I thought. I mean, I thought a while ago that he shot himself, and then there was so much other stuff that threw me off to think that he was hiding. So I've gone like back and forth with all that. I've got like 3 different like scenarios in my head.
See, I think if he shot himself or whatever, if he's dead somehow in the area that they're looking, I think they would have found him by now. But
Cutting through.
maybe
He
not.
could have also fell off a cliff or
Jumped off one,
yeah,
or
dangling from a tree somewhere up there. You just don't see him.
or he could be a missing 411.
Very well. Oh yeah, let me know what you get.
Is it?
I like to hear everybody's different responses on it. So when the stuff does come out, you do know, like, it's one of my big things with like experimentation. When stories do unfold, you can go back through your sessions and you know, at this point we wrote it off, but this ended up being true. Then you kind of can trust your boxes a little bit more.
There is
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, big time.
joy. This
I see sicko.
Just so you don't get
as
for pentacle. No. Sorry.
as
Said when she. I guess
Good night, D.
Good night, D. I thought you heard a wolf.
Bill tried.
Again.
Wolf. All right, Debbie. Is it my Uncle Bill or is it the wolf on your side?
so sharp. Scissors are
you dinner
Dieser Gott ist.
What?
Mr.
All right, spirits, we got just a few minutes left.
The Queen. Do some.
What?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
About the. It's just.
Throat.
So I can. Then the fire.
Sure.
Well, if it's my Uncle Bill that's here, can you tell me how my mom's doing on the other side? Your sister?
Smile.
Right.
Help!
This side right here. This.
Ella.
Funny.
About the. It's just.
Muni.
Every time it makes that one noise, it goes Muni. It makes me think of our Muni bus. All my friends that drive for Muni.
Yep.
Oh, such
Okay, first I thought I heard suck. Then I heard Rob. Then I don't know what he just said.
Yeah.
Sound like a creepy proposition.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Him.
Wait a minute. What am I sucking? Wait a minute.
What am I getting talked into?
I didn't sign up for that. Come on.
No. It's like you want your ring back.
Yeah, really.
What?
Oh, I gotta spend my time in the barrel to get my ring back.
Oh God, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, oh God, my cartoon brain.
Yep.
Choking on a bag of dicks.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for us. So we're gonna turn Spirit Box off in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Our son.
1.
Kind of your.
Good night, spirits. Thanks for chatting with us.
Good night, thank you.
Good luck.
Saying good luck.
That's kind of what it sounded like. Yep. Well, that's gonna wrap it up. I don't know. Yeah, let us know, Don. Let us know what you hear on your end, on your Spirit Box, about that missing feller.
Yeah, he says 3 of his investigator buddies too got the same type of responses, and I was curious if y'all were using like the same type of app or radio or equipment, or if they were different. I like to know all the variables. Kind of a nerd like that.
Kind of a nerd like that.
Kind of like a dork like that.
Cool. Well, once again, thanks everybody for hanging out with us for another Weird Wednesday. And we will catch you next week on Wednesday for another Weird Wednesday. And Sunday for Paranormal Soup. Same bad time, same bad channel. We will catch y'all later. Thanks. Have a great rest of the week. And stay safe out there in the weird world we live in. All right. Good night.